Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Play Satisfactory. My name is Kevar and we are in the middle of creating a new factory. In the meantime, I played for a few minutes offline. I didn't make any changes, but I just was showcasing my factory to my brother so he could see how awesome this game is. So maybe in the near future I might be trying co-op playing with him, but this is pure speculation. And what is not speculation is my plans for today, maybe tomorrow. So first off, I need to gather my thoughts a little bit, and I just be going for a walk around some areas I haven't seen yet. But the main purpose of this walk will be creating yet new factory. So I will be not dismantling this one I just begin building, but I was thinking about sorting and storage solution, how to upgrade it in my current factory, and it looks like I have a few ideas, but it would take a little bit too much time and effort to achieve this. Yeah, so I think I will focus on finding huge flat open area. It might be this place over here. It might be this area over the lake, but let's see what I've got with me. So I definitely don't need this stuff on me right now, so let's just put it somewhere. Let's go to our storages over here. There's only one, so I'll get this one with me, but I will need some space in my inventory. I don't think I need these ores. I'll leave this slug over here. Few building material, construction material should be useful. So let me get, let's say, this. Let's sort it as well. And let's get rid of one more of these. Also, I will be needing fuel, so let's see if I get any. So I could make use of my chainsaw. I might be taking this, so I just leave few more concrete. I don't think I will be. Yeah, so yeah. Let's just go for a walk. So one thing I am aiming for with my new factory is separate storage space and separate sorting space. So my storage will be the end of the whole chain, and sorting obviously should happen before any production chains. I have an idea of how I would handle sorting, and it should be working. I just need to make quick math. Like, let's make yeah. I think I got this. So this area over here should be space. Should have enough space to fit everything I need, but I'm not sure I want to squeeze stuff in. So the other possibility is to build everything somewhere over here. So while we are here, let's use our chainsaw and make some space. Yeah, so basically the layout of the factory I'm thinking about would be like, think about it like the T-shaped structure on the flat area. So let's say one side of the T would be my storage, the other side would be my factory and sorting, and the third part of the T would be the input. So every ore and so on, but also everything that is produced in my factory will go around this whole T-shape and come back to the input space, and the cross point of the T would be dividers, and half of the input will go straight to the storage space, and the second half will go back to the factory through the sorting building. So this is like the layout of the factory I'm thinking when looked from the above. So there is also the verticality aspect, so nothing really changes there, not much, so I will try to focus on making multiple levels of the factory, and on separate levels I will be producing few things. I think not too much, like 3, maybe sometimes 5 different things, but more like 3 than 5. And the sorting area will be the mix of the lifts and splitters. So basically all the materials will go through the lifts on to each level, and at every level they will go through the splitter. In most of the cases the splitter will have only one output straight to the lift to the next level, but if the resource will be needed, it will go through the splitter out from the sorting space to the factory. And obviously the factory will have some output, there will be something produced in the factory, it will go outside the building, around the whole T-shape, and straight to the splitters, so it could go either to storage space or to the nice, I haven't been here yet, and this lake looks really cool. So yeah, this is the idea. Obviously there will be lots of building going on, but I have some stuff figured out already. The only thing that I think I don't have thought through just enough is the output of the factories to the input of the whole system. I have some sketches, but it's hard to make those in 3D. So yeah. Okay, so it looks like I might have enough space. I'll just climb this rock formation to look around, and then start with the very end of the whole system, so the storage containers. So let's make storage containers somewhere over here. Also, since all the ores will be coming from that general direction, there is a point of making input over here. So if input will go like this, storage containers could go over there, and here could be the whole factory. All things produced, and will go around back to the input. So actually let's make an input from this direction and the storage containers over here. I counted roughly all the materials in the game from the wiki page, and there is 71 different things I counted. So will be needed that much storage containers. I think the nice number of the containers should be like 15, I say 15 times 5, or maybe let's make it 10 by 7. Yeah, let's make it 10 by 7. Let's put some stuff I just collected. So here should go all the leaves. Over here there should go the wood. And to the fourth one should go flowers. Yeah, I will be needing lots of concrete, as always. So actually, since I'm producing concrete but I'm not storing it, let's make a storage container outside this building for the concrete. So yeah, the concrete goes here. Let's put a storage container. So some lag, I'm not sure why. So the concrete goes here. Can I just connect it? Yeah, beautifully. Okay, so now let's take some construction materials. I will be needing mostly concrete for the foundations and ramps. Also I will be needing metal plates and iron rods for the containers. Yeah, so I think that's it. So let's take some plates, rods. Let's leave the slug. I think I don't need any food on me. If I get attacked, then I will worry. Let's take the concrete. More plates, more rods. Yeah. And some fuel. So look at this. This is awful. This is so ugly. And this is one of the reasons I want to rethink everything. So yeah, let's make some floors. I think this should be just right level. I'm not sure if we can go above this hill. If not, I need to start over, like, for example, let's make it, I think it's too high. Let's make it all this level, roughly. Would be enough. A little bit too low. Also, let's get rid of these trees. Oh, I don't have inventory space. So let's build it just a little bit higher. This should be about right. So let's keep these foundations like this. Let's dismantle all the rest of the stuff. Later on I will make some columns underneath, but for now I just planning on leaving empty space underneath the whole floors. Oops, it seems like I don't have enough room for the construction materials. So let's build a few floors. Let's go grab those leftovers. So yeah, this will be my back wall. I don't know if you have ever noticed, but I really enjoy these things over here. Let's put it, yeah, like this. So I'll be needing storage containers. I want to leave this place over here empty. Let's just for now put this like that, just for the measuring. Okay, so this is as close as it gets to the whole structure, but I would love to leave few spaces left, so I am thinking about making something like this. And something like this, and oops, and I will need this as well. So I saw this on a screenshot or clip someone has posted, and I really like this. So if I put, for example, a fuel over here, as you can see, there is few fuel on the belt, so you can see what is in the container. So obviously I don't need this part over here, but what I need is 10 containers side by side. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, and now I need, do I have space? I do have. I need to get rid of these trees. I don't have space for that. How much would this cost? 2. So I need like 5 of these to have some space. So I managed to fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need 3 more. So let's make some floors. This should be enough. So let's make 1 more. Okay, and now this. One, 2, and 3. Now let's make them up. So it's supposed to be 7 stories high. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So it will be giant. So let's climb it and let's take a look around. Is it my, yeah, this is my space elevator. I can see my house from here. Nice. So now let's build the remaining containers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Can I jump it? Am I the chosen one? Yeah. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 2, 3, 4, 6. Now I need to get down. yeah, this is the scale we are talking about. This is one storage for every kind of material there is in game, I think, unless I'm mistaken. There will be lots and lots things to do. So let's just make it like this. So the first floor. Now we need something like this. Could have used the regular stairs, but I really love these metal ones. The question is, should I build the second row of these just for the extra storage? And I think the answer is no. I don't need that much of anything. On the other hand, this is probably the only opportunity to do so, because later on there will be just not enough space for such things, and it will be so much work make it. So happy that I made the quick slots for these. It makes life so much easier. Are we high enough? Yeah, we do. We are. So let's just make it like this. I'm just wondering. No, there is not enough space for this. So let's just make it like that. Okay, so later on there is one the second staircase to be built, but yeah. Now the other thing to do is this. It should be higher. I think it's high enough, so let's just find it out. No, one more. Is it high enough? It will take ages. Will there be any payoff? Highly doubt. But maybe. So another thing to consider while thinking about the second row of the containers is the fact that I will need to connect them through with belts. So as you can see, the targeting isn't the best. It takes me quite a while for every single thingy to be put in the right place. So the second row will make it double. Also, I just realized I haven't started my timer. So yeah, I've been playing for 40 minutes right now. Who could tell? So let's put the timer on, so this episode wouldn't be as long and boring, just boring and short. So yeah, on the unrelated things, as I said, I've been to the Spiel at Essen in Germany, and this is the biggest board game convention there is. at least in Europe. And I brought some games. Some are personal, some are because I work in the publishing company. And maybe someday later I might... What's happening? Why am I jumping? Oh, I see. It's because my touchpad is on again. So yeah. And if you are interested in what games I brought, let me know. One game I bought for myself and I'm really happy about this. It's not like the... it's called Endeavor, or however you should pronounce it. This is the new edition of the game with the same title. It's about the age of sail, so the 1500s to the let's say 1850, and as many games of such theme, this one treats about trading, exploration, colonies and so on, so the usual stuff. But there are two things I really do enjoy about this. One is, in fact, it is a huge game that goes really smoothly. It took me and my brother 1 hour to finish the game, and yeah, that's something. And it wasn't like we feel that we were lacking something. It's just it was so smooth, so quick. I really enjoy such board game design that you could simulate many things in the way that it wouldn't take much effort for the players to simulate them. Oh, there is some way to just walk and it makes you like jump. I don't know, because I was wondering why I'm jumping from time to time. So yeah, this is something like this. So this is the one thing I love about this game. The second thing is, once you get used to the rules, so and don't take me wrong, there is lots of things to do in the game, but once you get used to this, there are 15 modules included, and these modules are telling the stories or adding the rules of different... Oh, I know, this is because this ladder, yeah. Okay, I'm out of iron plates. So these modules are telling the stories about different important things that happened at that time. So for example, there is slavery, and it's like underground railroad stuff. I'm not really familiar. I'm not from the US, so our history lessons don't really tell us so much about this period, because in Poland I don't know about any slavery other than serfdom, which was awful, obviously, but it was like different kind of awful. Yeah. So yeah, so like underground railroad, but also like pirates of the Caribbean, some Manila galleons, and yeah, other things like that, which I find really interesting. So there is tons of replay value. I'll take this with me. Yeah, and we are driving home. We need new materials. And also the way they included those modules is very cool. So at the beginning of the game you randomly draw three of these, so you could mix and match any three modules at once, which gives you lots of combinations. So basically it's like 15 times 14 times 13 divided by 6, because the order in which you are including them doesn't really matter. So it doesn't matter if you've got module 1, 2 and 3 or 3, 2 and 1 or any other of these 6 combinations. So it's like 5 times 7, so 35 times 13. Oops, wrong way. 35 times 13, so it's 350 plus 105, so 455 combinations. So yeah, lots of it, lots. So let's leave some of this stuff. So I don't need this. Okay, and let's go get some materials. Oh, there is also something in my truck. Do I need... No, there is nothing in here. So let's store all except this one. So let's grab some concrete, let's grab some plates and rods. Also, I think the fuel might be a good idea. So let's take this. We were out of plates. So yeah, it's good to have the secondary or the old factory working. Let's take 2 more of these as well. And now let's grab the concrete, not the wires. Take all. Yeah, and let's go home. New home, I mean. I could drive there. Also a pro tip, if you don't use your accelerate button, your car won't use any of its fuel. So yeah, we were just on this second level. Okay. Maybe I should build them up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I guess. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, the other games I'm very curious about are some very small games I got from the Japanese guy. They are not looking very good or anything, but I think they might be very fresh. I mean, so the board game market, I know, is mostly European and American. So there are board games produced outside these areas, but I don't know them at all. So there are, for example, Russian board games, and I know the Russian board game market is quite big, but I don't know. So those markets are not that much interconnected, so anything that is developed in the isolation we can develop quite differently. And I'm really curious how these Japanese games are different from the Euro-American. Yeah, the best example, which is not up to date right now, but there is still some remains of it, is the fact that American board games were developed quite differently than the German ones, and now many games are fusion of these two types of the games, but few years ago you could see the American board game, if the game was American or European, just by it, but just by looking at it. So, and there are still some aspect through they are different from each other. Oh, have I forgotten about it? Looks so. Yeah, there's one set of these missing. But I don't think I can. Let's try not to. Okay. So one aspect of the game I just noticed, and I'm not sure if this is a design flaw or the cultural difference, is the fact that in one very simple game, card game, board game, you rely on your opponent not cheating. So there is no verification if your opponent was cheating during the gameplay, because there are some hidden informations. So you could, if you don't remember every move through the entire game, there is no way for you to tell if the opponent was cheating or not. This will be painful. So painful. So I think I will be putting a cut over here, but actually I will be still playing. I just would be placing these belts over here, but not recording because I don't think it's very interesting to watch, and you would rather watch me doing different things, but I have to finish it. So thanks for watching and see you next time.